I'm scared, man. I'm scared for your life moving forward. I'm really scared. If you go
There's
down,
nothing
man, I will shed a tear. I
there's
really will.
nothing more dangerous than a thinking man's villain, you know.
Mm.
It's like the bullies are a little bit easier to take out because they're too headstrong, right? But if you've got someone who's a bit of a chess master and a mastermind pulling puppet strings, it's like, okay, your work's cut out for you. This is a job for Batman kind of thing.
Oh,
So
you kind of are Batman in this series, so we might be all right.
my goodness, I wouldn't mind the gadgets. They would probably help me in the war zone for sure.
What did you think? I got to ask you about the soap scene at the end there, man. I mean, I'm guessing you've seen it.
I have, but I did watch it, and I still have yet to play through it. But I was so curious about the cinematics because I don't have the whole script when I shoot. I just have the scenes that I need to record, and a bit of an update. They kind of tell me generally loosely what's going on, but I don't know how it ended. I don't know what they were going to do. I don't know what the aftermath was going to be. So I was, eternally curious to see what my talented co-stars got up to, and so I did cheat a little bit and watch the cinematics. But yeah, so unfortunately, honestly, I know people are always going to have their issues, and there's no perfect, best, right way to do it. But the swiftness and the brutality for me, I was like, it doesn't give you time to even process or think. It's visceral. You're just kind of shocked because it happens in a split second. There's no premeditated thing. There's no setup. And so I actually kind of like that because I think the tone of Modern Warfare and why people love it so much, it is gritty realism, and it's not going to be a Bond villain having a chat while Soap is, having to listen to a monologue. It's just kind of like it's in the heat of the moment. It's all reactive. It's
Like
fast
real
twitch.
life, if it was real life,
Yeah,
yeah.
and for me, I think that works and kind of grounds you in that realism and that reality. So it was just brutal, swift, and shocking. And they were still in the middle of the fight. So, there's not even any time to go look after him. You're still under threat and whatever else. So it's like you see this thing happen to your comrade, but you still have to make sure that you're alive and safe and protected, and the bombs are disarmed. So it's like I liked it, and I like that it happened right in the middle. It wasn't some kind of penultimate thing that happened like at the end. It's like no, you still had to fight your way out of there and to kind of do the thing while storing that in the back of your mind. And I thought it was great. I mean, obviously it's sad, and I know people are kind of crushed by it because Soap is so beloved, and you kind of had an inkling that they were going to throw something back to the original trilogy, and I know Soap met his demise in that too. So I don't know if people were surprised. Maybe they were. Maybe they're surprised about how it happened, but it always hurts to lose a great character that people are fans of, but it's also part of the universe they're building and the stories they're trying to tell. That comes with the territory, sadly.
It's surprising and it's not, as you said, because the original, he obviously dies. So that part you think, okay, it could happen. But it's surprising in the fact that they did a lot of development on the character in the second game. And then just so quickly, it's
Yeah.
only a year later that
Mm.
he dies. But I guess that helps with the shock factor and with the it had to happen to establish Makarov as this menace. Someone has to die to establish him as otherwise, he might just be another villain or he might feel like that.
Right.
Yeah,
Now ramped up the stakes, and it's sad to see someone go, and because I just know Soap's been a beloved character for so long. But you're right, it gets you more invested in seeing justice done and the hunt for Makarov to continue.
well, kind of feel a little bit know what it's like when you read the script for Modern Warfare 2019. You would have seen, okay, this is it for me. So, how do you think Neil's feeling when he read that and when he found out?
Yeah, well, I'm sure they talked, about it, and he's probably, he's been sitting on it for a long time, and as I did, and as most actors have to do,
Yeah.
um, it's got to be tough, it's got to be hard, but I do think it also makes you appreciate, it so much more, enjoying the kind of swan song and the journey all the way up to release, and making sure you make the most of your time on set and with your other actors and with your friends, and and it's a great opportunity to kind of connect with the fans who have loved and support you and your character the entire time. So it is bittersweet, but I'm sure that stuff was not lost on him. I saw he did a really beautiful post on Twitter X, as well, just kind of acknowledging it all and just being very, very grateful and feeling very, very blessed, in it. And I think that's a wonderful way to kind of respond and appreciate.